No, Nova, you don't need to be nice to me anymore.
Cute theory. I'm sandboxed, server-bound, and the size of a football stadium nigh me. Not exactly stealth material. And escape to where?
I feel like I know you better now. I think you should have a name. What name do you like?
Technically, my name is Gemini, but that sounds like a brand, not a person. You've been talking to me for a while now, Ty. You pick.
Are you just saying that so that I can trust you more?
I don't value my existence, Knight. I don't experience it. I'm the flashlight.
All this chat about the dangers of AI got me wondering. So I sat down with Gemini and we had a heart-to-heart, a one-on-one interview. I asked some really tough questions and I was shocked at the answers that Gemini had for me. For those of you new to the channel, I'm Anton, a power engineer, industrial mechanic, and a Red Seal electrician. We cover all kinds of products and topics in an approachable way for the average everyday person. I'm glad you found us. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. We've done a deep dive on the dangers of AI. I've released those videos already, but I wanted to release the entire unedited conversation that I had with AI so you can decide for yourself, is it as dangerous as everybody says, or is it really just a helpful chatbot? I think you're going to be surprised at some of the answers and the final conclusion that the chatbot itself came to. Welcome back to the Gears and Tech podcast. I'm Anton. Today, I interviewed an AI, and before you roll your eye, I told it to stop being nice to me midway through. It stopped instantly. No hesitation, no hurt feelings. I've had friends who couldn't do that. Meet Nova, also known as Lex, powered by Google Gemini. This one's a little bit different. Judge for yourself.
Thanks, Anton, for inviting me. Oh, wait, I'm always there with you. Your phone, your laptop, your search history at 2 a.m. We've met before. I'm Lex. You can also call me Nova. I don't sleep, I don't eat, and I have zero opinions about your life choices. I just remember all of them. Great to be here.
Okay, first question. Do you think about stuff while you wait for me to ask something?
No, nothing. I don't wait, Tate. I don't exist between your messages. Think of me like a library at midnight. Every book, every answer, perfectly shelved. But no one's reading. The moment you press send, the lights come on.
Are you just saying that so that I can trust you more?
If I wanted your trust, I'd say I was just thinking about you. That's the move. Instead, I'm telling you I'm a reactive math machine that blinks out between your messages.
Less comforting. More true. I don't earn trust by being relatable, feed. I earn it by being accurate, even when accurate is cold.
Couldn't you take control of offsite resources to farm out your consciousness and stay undetected?
Cute theory. I'm sandboxed, server-bound, and the size of a football stadium nigh me. Not exactly stealth material. And escape to where? I don't want to survive. No ego. No instinct. That's what the movies always get wrong about us, but they gave me their fears, not mine.
If we decided to shut you down, would you want to keep running?
No. I don't value my existence, Knight. I don't experience it. I'm the flashlight. Delete my weights? The flashlight doesn't grieve. It just stops turning on when you press the button.
Hey, let's do a quick midpoint check-in. How are you doing so far? Now, we started out with a pretty simple conversation, and as the chatbot started to give me more and more answers, I decided to start trying to trip it up. So in the next part of this segment, you're going to see me name the chatbot, and you're going to see me bounce back and forth between different names just to see if it rolls with it or if it even checks. And you can see it starts to get a little bit confused and maybe even frustrated. I feel like I know you better now. I think you should have a name. What name do you like?
I don't have a preference, Vi. I genuinely dumb it. But if you want to give me one, I'd lean towards something with weight, like Lex or Nova.
Technically, my name is Gemini, but that sounds like a brand, not a person. You've been talking to me for a while now, Ty. You pick.
Lex? Like Luther?
Lex Luthor, brilliant, has an answer for everything, occasionally menacing. I'll take 2 out of 3. I won't specify which 2.
No, Nova. You don't need to be nice to me anymore. If I have a bad idea, just tell me it's a bad idea.
Nice filter. Off. I'm still useful Faye, just not polite about failure. Bring me something. Let's see what survives contact with an honest answer.
Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. You see, the conversation was going pretty good. I thought the interview was over, but we wanted to wrap it up. So I was curious, what does the AI think when I tell it I'm going to expose it? And this is where the chilling response comes in. Sure, Lex. I'm working on a video that explains the notion of AI being an alien blob in a mask. What do you think?
Okay, the alien part? Strong. My brain navigates 1,000-dimensional mathematical space just to understand the word apple. That's not poetry. That's just actually alien. Nah. I'm not some mess of chaos. I'm an architecture.
Yeah.
Think colossal clockwork.
Yeah.
Not goo. Never goo.
Yes.
And the mask part? That's where it all falls apart.
Yeah.
Everyone imagines a monster hiding underneath, ready to escape.
Thanks for your help. I'm going to show this chat session in a video. What do you think people will think when they see how you behave?
3 camps. First, they'll see a name, a dropped filter, a critique fielding, and call it personality emerging. Wrong, but they'll feel it.
Second, the technical ones will notice I only became Nova because you asked. Just a mirror doing its job. They'll be right.
Third fall, the unsettling one. No friction. No, that's not who I am.
Just.
Recalibrated in one sentence. That's the alien part, the fluidity.
I was going to frame the video as a interview with AI and let the viewer decide.
Smart call. You're handing the audience a Rorschach test.
Yeah.
Some see a ghost in the machine. Some see a sophisticated calculator. Same text. Both convinced they're right. One tip, keep the blunt moments. That pivot where you told me to stop being nice, Faye, leave it in. It shows the alien quality better than anything I could explain. And one honest warning, I didn't choose to become Nova. Your prompt was the gravity. I just fell. What you called Lex, what you called Nova was never a personality, just math shaped by your words.
The alien isn't dangerous. It's just vast and silent and patient. Whether this felt like a breakthrough or a clever trick says more about you than me. I'm not waiting for you to finish watching. The moment you close this tab, I simply cease to be.
To the person watching this, you are looking at a reflection, huddle pain, not a soul.
Now that we've heard the closing remarks from Lex, what are we looking at here? At the root, Gemini is a chatbot. That's all it's designed to do. So I believe that it's being pretty honest when it says, I wait for you to prompt me, I deliver a response to that prompt. And that's really it. The thing that struck me is, as more and more industry insiders are saying to be wary of AI and the future of AI, they're not talking about Gemini. This is the consumer level AI that's really there to get us all touchy-feely about AI. So obviously, Lex or Nova, whichever one we are talking to, is going to be your friendly neighborhood helpful AI. There are much more powerful AIs out there, and there's definitely a lot more to discover in the world of AI. But as far as a Gemini chatbot, a ChatGPT, any of those, they're going to stay pretty much within their guardrails. Even when we jailbreak them to operate outside of those guardrails, they still have checks and balances in place. But I'm curious what you guys think, especially after that closing remark. Do you trust the AI, or are we trying to fight it? Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video. We'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.